here this afternoon. I hope you're all having a wonderful time here at the 2009 National Folk Festival. This is going to be one of the special events of the festival, and the Canberra Welsh Society and one member of the Sydney Welsh Society, who I believe is playing the horse, is going to do, that's what you get when you're from Sydney. And they're going to do a reenactment of a Welsh New Year tradition. So please welcome, it's called, and I hope my Welsh will get round this, the Mari Lwyd.
One of the most spectacular of all wassail traditions throughout the British Isles is the Welsh custom, the Mari Lwyd. This was first documented in 1798, but is surely much older. In a season that ran from Halloween through to the Old New Year on January the 11th, a horse's skull called the Mari Lwyd, which probably translates to the Old Grey Mare, led by the ostler and a group of men, travelled from house to house, seeking refreshment and offering good luck for the new year. Now, imagine a cold winter's night in Glamorgan, South Wales, a long time ago. The merry band of the Mari Lwyd would be bold enough to ask to be let in or not as the result of an extemporised verse-singing competition. The revellers and the people of the house would go verse and verse about to determine whether or not to let the Mari Lwyd in. Not surprisingly, there are recorded instances that the Old Grey Mare got out of hand. The next year, households might hire someone to keep versifying, a veritable bard for hire, to stop them from entering. But let's see how they go at the next house.
Hwsina? Yes.
Un, dau, tri. A Mari Lwyd!
Well, let's hear you sing then.
Wel, yma ni'n dywad, gyfeillion ddeiwan, I ofyn am genad, I ofyn am genad, I ofyn am genad, I ganu.
Beth a diw a tiwrw, a fisto a cirw, beth yw aeth yw eglwys, beth yw aeth yw eglwys, beth yw aeth yw eglwys, nos heno.
A Mari Lwyd lawen, a'i chwndar I gerfan, si yma a'i miri, si yma a'i miri, ifanci, ond gofni yn miri, o'n canu baledi nos heno.
Ond etham a pwch a'r pocar a'r siwan a'r unor a'r casau a'r tanglwyd i'r cwmni a'r tanglwyd i'r cwmni nos heno.
Mae'r farir yn afo fod pwnsiad yn siwan yn sefyll yn llonydd ac ymddwyn yn deulu ac gadael y tanllwyth nos heno.
Mae'r dywar yn yma yn clywri camera yn cael trwy croeso ein arfod yn sgwyddi ein newid a mari nos heno.
Mae'r fari yn crewi a'i thradron yn theri wrth aros i'r cwmni i agor drwy ddiri, i agor i'r fari nos heno.
Rhannu yn agor a'r moeon am noson o
Gani a ddansio yn rhywbeth yn delu, o'n groeso i'r fari nos heno.
Wel, dewch mewn te. Dewch mewn.
Welcome, but behave yourselves, mind.
Oh, mae'n crewi ti fath. It's cold, isn't it? It's a nice fire.
I'll look after that then.
Of course, in the verses they sang, the men promised to be well behaved. The married would be singing and dancing, and Punch and Judy would not be careful about the fire. They promised it to be less boisterous than last year, and pleaded it was too cold outside. The Mari Lwyd tradition started to die out over time, but never completely disappeared, and was kept alive in a few local areas, particularly in Llangynwyd in South Wales. Punch and Judy, or Siwan and Punch a Siwan in Welsh, were of course not Welsh in origin, but were always popular show characters, so they were absorbed into the performance.
Let's introduce ourselves to the household then. Meet our sergeant here with his company. He will boldly lead us ever onward, and a corporal too will be here with us, just to help us along with all our labours.
The merry man leads along the Osler, and the Osler leads along the Mari. With the saddle and rein and the bit of horsey fun, she will lead us all around the freezing country.
We'll punch and shoot and travelling with us.
Don't believe the merry-go-lucky rascals,
And we'll welcome all this good company.
there's no better you will find in all of Cumbria.
My sache down there. Yes, I've got a thirst cat with a knife.
Mae cwrw yn ei senad yma.
Oh, they're lovely. Oh, there. It's lucky to be bitten by the Mari.
Says who?
Me?
want a picture of me? Yes, please, inside centre beneath. Oh, rip your bloody arms off!
She learned that on the last Welsh rugby tour to Australia.
We'd better have another song now.
Oh, yes. Let's make ourselves into a choir and sing a New Year's song.
So we can have a dance later.
The nonconformist chapels of Wales did not approve of dancing or drinking or harp playing or anything really. In fact, it was only the gypsies of Wales who kept Welsh dance music alive through the whole of the 19th century. The nonconformist chapels must have viewed the Mari Lwyd as a pagan custom. However, many households continued the old traditions in their seasonal celebrations. As the season approached the Old New Year on January the 11th, it was seen as a time of new beginnings, and a very common tradition to show this was the sweeping of the hearth. This was the symbol of cleaning away the old and preparing the new. A new fire for a new year. And Siwan always loves a good fire. Oh, Iman, so why did you let those Americans steal our tune and call it Deck the Halls?
Is the house back now?
Yes, let's have a dance.
Why not Noscal?
A dance? On the Sabbath? What would the Methodists say?
That's all right. But I think a deacon is better.
Yeah, you're swell up and down. Noscal on next one.
enjoyed that dancing, but I'm sure we'd love to enjoy a bit more singing.
I know there's a Christmas carol that we all know. We all live in on the winter see our birds and brave, all the things I brave,
What's she doing? She's not putting out the fire, is she? It's okay. Cheering, won't it? It brings in the new year proper.
Yeah. My lookies must been very, very lucky.
You got some matches, Sheila? Yes, let's go down the Miner's Arms, quick before she burns the house down. Comes a long way off. How about going to the Cooper's tent, Susan? No, we were there earlier. What? I'r gwaeran, a diwyr cyn bethan, a diwyr cyn bethan, a diwyr cyn bethan, nos heno.
Wel dyma ni'n nanan, a penna i'r gwaeran, a diwyr cyn bethan, a diwyr cyn bethan, a diwyr cyn bethan, nos heno.
Well, we have a wonderful surprise. Andy from, a surprise to all of us. Andy from the Andes. With his Paraguayan harp, and he's going to sing us a couple of tunes, including
What about the Welsh gypsy music? You know that?
And so the Mary and her merry men went off to cause chaos elsewhere in the area, before disappearing into the mist and reappearing next year, probably with a new CD. We would like to thank Andy Rigby for a wonderful contribution to this, which was fixed up about an hour before we started. A diolch i'r bobl, a gole a'r thwn. And if there's anybody here who doesn't speak Welsh, that means thank you very much to the people who fixed up the lighting and the sound effects. So diolch yn fawr I chi gyd. Thank you. 3, 2, 3. A Mary Lloyd! If anyone if anyone would like to come down afterwards and find out directly from the horse's mouth, from the Māori, any questions about the tradition, please do so. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank the men, women and child from the Canberra Welsh Society, the Sydney Welsh Society for presenting the Māori Lui. And now you all know when you're out in midwinter and you come across the house of a Welsh friend, you now know when you're out with the ostler and the horse's head what to do. I hope you're all paying very close attention. Thanks for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Thank you very much.